Hello crochet besties, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be organizing my yarn. I did this a few weeks ago and I have the full video of cleaning everything, dusting, all that over on my Fresh Linden's channel where I do all my cleaning. But I wanted to do this video on this channel as well and just show you guys how I decided to organize my yarn. I do not have a big space for my yarn. I do not have a whole room for my yarn. I barely have a shelf for my yarn. I don't even have that actually. So I needed to definitely get it organized. My yarn has just been sitting in boxes next to my bed for the last like 2 years probably. I've never really had a good like designated space for it, so I finally decided to buy these like stacking drawer shelf things off of Amazon. They were around, I think, just under $30 when I got them. So I initially got one and I wanted to see how much yarn it was going to fit. I ended up needing to order a second one, so I do have two, and the space next to my bed is pretty tight, as you'll see pretty soon. Not a lot of space. The great thing about yarn is you don't need a lot of space. The problem with yarn is once you start, you are gonna love buying yarn. Like, I buy yarn because like I love it. Sometimes I don't even have a plan for it or an idea on like what the heck to do with it. So that's like the biggest problem. But this definitely made it easier getting everything organized and put in here. So hopefully it's some inspiration for you. You don't need a huge space. You don't need a whole room. Even if you just get, something similar to this. I got this off of Amazon and I'll have it linked below as well. But if you get something as simple as this for your yarn, that can work too. So I encourage everybody basically to start crocheting or knitting something related to yarn just because I love it so much. And doesn't cost a lot of money to like start it up. Literally the other day I grabbed all the supplies for my husband's cousin. She's gonna start learning how to crochet, and so it was like $12 at Michael's to get a set of hooks and a skein of yarn and needles, and obviously she'll have scissors at home, so really like it's not expensive to start up. The expensive part, I guess, like I said, is going to be when you start collecting yarn. But if you plan accordingly, Christmas is coming up soon. So if you start that hobby now and you love it, then tell people, I would like yarn for Christmas, please. That would be helpful. So I got all my yarn assembled. I had to do it satisfying out and laid out in like a rainbow, really get a good assessment on everything that I have. And then I'm going to start organizing and putting all of it away along with like any of my work in process like projects that I have going on, which is what I'm going to be putting in this basket right here. I don't know if I'm ever going to finish these or if I'm going to take them apart. That was like a baby blanket I started making for Enoch when I was pregnant with him, and then it ended up just being like way more detailed and complicated than I originally thought. So I was like, I'm probably not going to finish this. It just takes so long to do. So I'm not sure. I might take that yarn apart. We'll see. I'm not even going to worry about that. And then the bigger, bulkier, that is such a hard word, bulkier yarn I am putting in here along with some of the like super like skeins that I have, bigger skeins of yarn. I'm just sticking in this basket, and this actually went at the bottom of my nightstand. And then everything else that I know, it's great because I do like to crochet at night and when I'm sitting in bed, and it's all like within arm's reach. If I decide and I like get an idea, I don't have to get up and go walking to the closet or anything like that to go find my yarn. I don't have to go to a whole other room. I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to make that. Or if I'm just scrolling on my phone and see something like, yeah, I want to make that, I can just grab some yarn and my hooks and everything and get to it. So for me, it's super convenient. And like I said, finally having it organized feels so good. And then putting all this away was also very satisfying. I do need to get a yarn winder, and then everything would look even better. For right now, I'm not even worrying about it. I don't have one. Probably put it on my Christmas list. So I just was putting it away. So yeah, it's not as beautiful as it could be. Someday I will have the time to actually make it nice and beautiful. At this point, I'm just trying to stuff everything in there so everything is like put away and I can like at least have it organized, right? So I decided to put all like my yarn scraps, or like the smaller like things of yarn that I have in here instead of with the like regular skein colors, just because mostly it's a giant mess, as you can see, and it definitely needs to be organized, but I have not dealt with it yet. That'll probably be a video because that'll be very satisfying, right? Getting it all untangled. And then I also stuck these, they're like a granny square kind of thing. I was like obsessed with this one specific like pattern, and so I made a bunch of them, but like I don't know what to do with them. They don't really go together. It's like a bunch of random colors. Here I'm just putting away all my stuff in the same spot. So I have the bigger organizer is for my Tunisian crochet hooks and my knitting needles and scissors, and then in the smaller one I put my crochet hooks and my yarn needles, as well as my stitch markers, and that way everything is organized in one place because it was not in one place before. A reminder that you do not need a gigantic space or a whole nother room. You can have I have just a small little area next to my bed where I have all my yarn and all my stuff that I need for crocheting and doing this channel. And it's all organized and put away neat. So this is definitely a hobby anyone can start with. Doesn't matter if you have a lot of space or not. So I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got some inspiration for organizing your own little space, and I will see you in the next one. Crochet Bestie.